Good morning, South Africa. Good morning, world. DJ Ndo-C out here in Makaza in Kailicha. Today I've got Bravo Deep, the short man in the industry. Bravo does deep house. He's been involved in a number of sessions with A Musical Connection. He's been to Josie, working with a couple of artists down there. He's got a clothing label. He's a prestige DJ with Deep House. And we're going to be interviewing him today and to find out his journey, like Cape Town, with the music and with life in itself. Don't forget to subscribe to Analog Culture, and the rest of the information on Bravo will be in the description of the link. And let's welcome Bravo Deep.
Sure, bro.
Welcome to Analog Culture.
Thank you.
I'm sure you've seen how we operate in essence of what we're trying to achieve with the show. Mm-hmm. We're trying to give Cape Town just a better view of who Bravo Deep is in this case.
Yeah.
And I'm a spinner like Cape Town and the deep culture, the lifestyle in itself.
Sure.
So my opening question in most cases is, we know who Bravo Deep is.
Yeah.
But who is Bravo Deep?
Okay. Bravo Deep. I'll cut the story short because if we're not talking about Bravo Deep, it's gonna be maybe until tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, Bravo Deep. It's a guy that was born here in Cape Town, and then I did all of my studies here in Cape Town, like Kwamfuno, and then. I didn't get that opportunity to go to tertiary level, but I did start at the college, do my marketing and stuff. Also, I didn't have means to finish up, but I did start at something. And then I'm on a family that is a Christian. Also, to start a DJing industry and stuff, it's something that my background I'm like being quite easy. I did manage to udlala and stuff, and also the cool and the quiet. So, and also it's good that now I'm working with people that makes me uthetha nabantu like about everything, and then about business and my personality is like background as you see. So that's Bravo Deep. Now I'm the guy who's working for a company that called John Brown.
Yeah.
I'm an IT technical support there. Also the opportunity I got is e-learnership, and then they take me to further studies.
Yeah.
And then now as for professionality, I would say I'm in IT, and also like I'm doing the side hustle of which this is what Bravo Deep is.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's me.
Now, the concept of DJing as a Bravo Deep, how did that start? Like, when did you start DJing and why?
To start being a DJ, it was back then. If I was here, I started with Ndo-C. I think there was a party where we living. I started when there was a party. It was a Sweet 16. For other ladies, and then we've been invited. And then there was a guy that was being called Tuma Unique Soul. He used to normally like collect compilation from a musica. So we used to listen to standard like compilation, Smamela sitting, and then it's when
carry on.
Forget the silent. Is that mine?
Don't forget to switch off your phones whenever you conduct interviews, or that will happen. Yeah, you were saying, cool.
Yeah, so a guy introduced us to music, like deep house. I used to listen R&B, like Metro FM and stuff, and the Tanuzere Kerk. So the guy introduced me and Sia to music. Like it all started from deep house.
Yeah.
Because we used to remember my combination about Vini, about DJ Fresh, and back in the days about Tira, they were in deep. And so it's when it started, and then we even, I think there was an event where Sasidlalange Haifa with DVD,
Yeah.
and then we didn't have a mixer. Omye wire press out stop, get remote to other DVD, and then Omye we to Haifa. So we were doing that, and then we got the opportunity where we got other guy with having a talk about Tulas.
Yeah.
And then he managed to get a sound for us. He like a proper sound. I'm a CTJ. It was stenting, and then it was hard for us to use it because we never mix, because we normally like used to play with the hi-fi and stuff. And then he bought a proper sound for us. So now it's when we learned udlala nge-CTJ, and then there's a guy uXolani Tutswana,
Yeah.
the ex.
Yeah.
He was coming from Bloemfontein, and then we met a guy. He taught us how to mix and how to play, and then by then it was me, Sia, Anele Innocent,
Yeah.
Utuma, and then there was X also, and then we did sort of a movement, and then we were learning, doing some practices and stuff. So this is all started in 2005.
Right.
Yes. And then it was difficult for me, as I say from the first, that album, they used to send me a gerg that you must go and you must get educated. This DJ thing, it's not working, it's not gonna work, you see. So it was quite difficult for me to, but luckily they saw that I've got friends easy, they don't smoke, like they tobacco stoked and stuff. Like now we're focusing on this thing of DJing.
Yeah.
So luckily there was Utata Ikawen that convinced Utaiма that no, leave this boy, maybe one day he will work at the radio station, just give him a chance to do this. And it's when our parents exam now that okay, you can do your thing, you see. So it's when it started, the DJing thing. And also like I've been into a deep house DJ, and then I told myself that this is like kind of sound that I'm gonna continue doing it. So yeah.
Okay. And up to so far, events that you have played on?
Events that I played on, normally there's no event big that I played on, but I got invited with lots of like venues, like opening Yapa Ace. I've been there, like I was an opening DJ there. Mbizweni, I've been booked there for AMA events, and also like at Grover Park, I used to play the errands. I used to play a musical connection events.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
also
yeah.
I was invited with them, and also it's when now there's no events that I can mention, like everywhere I used to play.
Yeah. So now, in terms of one of my events, what are the hardships that you have faced? Like a lot of people that I've been interviewing have been talking about the politics, and what type of hardships have you faced in terms of you looking for bookings, looking for venues to host a Bravo Deep Lounge, which is something you must still tell me about that.
Sure.
Hosting, let's say, just hosting events and getting to be out there and playing. What type of hardships have you faced up to so far?
Type of hardships that I face is like it's not easy here in the industry. Like from back before even I get with this brand of Bravo Deep, it's here in Cape Town. If like you don't push your brand, no one will recognize you, you see, until you push your thing. I still remember I used to request for sets, like to play. Like I remember I requested Umulatelo from Pais, and then Umulatelo, he said to me, "No, Bravo, I can give you a set, but Pusha Baba, yeah, but you have to be recognized in the industry and stuff." Of which I never take that thing as like it's something wrong or etc. Of which he see that okay, I did request this, but now Bravo, you need to work, yeah, because he know why, yeah, etc. And then those words ngulatela wanika wona azange ndi attack anyone to like Facebook platform that man bayasivalela and stuff. I use those words that okay, let me push brand yam so that ndizokwazi izondivulela like some doors and stuff. And then I think after 3 years of the ndiyenzelwa nto leyo uba mandipushe, and then it's when now I remember 2018 when Ace Vula, I've got invited to Ace. So it did work. What he said, that push, and then he did recognize that Bravo is doing pushing. So we industry, like it's quite difficult, you see, because there's more politics, as you say, and then there's a movement that are not accommodating other like genres and stuff, because now, like I don't know how I'm gonna explain it, but yeah, there's a lake that we're not working together. Upper Cape Town, like if unadlala na Ndo-C, and then abanye asikwazi ukwenza asikwazi unite and do one thing and stuff. So that's how I explain
the industry basically in Cape Town. Do you think there's any difference in any other working environment in terms of music in a deep house? Because I've heard of similar issues in Joburg. I think they have the biggest network currently in terms of deep house. I've heard people having similar problems of cliques and creating a niche market for individual groups, like turning it into a niche market as opposed to saying we've got open doors for Nkumu. So in your opinion now, to change that kind of mentality and thinking, knowing deep house and exposure in essence, I think abantu ababaya, they tend to go for deep house because they look for it. So now if you're not looking for it, you want to mamele radio and TV, and that's where you see most of the commercial sound coming out. You don't see deep house. How do you think the industry itself could change and break into the main market in that concept?
It's to be throwing like events where, because you know, us as our DJ, we want to get something that is already been there. We don't want to start our own thing and stuff. Like we need to start our movements and that are going to accommodate what we want. So that, because we've got a lot of followers, but I think we want to go to play at the venues that are already like because if you check there, like you mentioned Joburg and stuff, the guys, they doing their own events, own movements. Like you don't have to get into a venue and stuff. You can create your own movement and then you do your own thing, like I did with Private Tip. You can do something like outdoor and stuff. So to be in this, like we have to push each other. Like if I see this guy with a potential and stuff, I don't have to go to I must see him somewhere, maybe at warehouse, or I must a producer, and then it sound like as because that's what happened. If you just Private Tip and then people, they just quiet, but if maybe I want something and then everyone wants to but we have to like push what is like not we have to push what is not out there and make it like Sikupulan, because there's a lot of talent that we know, but we don't want to push. So it's all up to us, because there's a lot of talent in Cape Town, of which I think we kind of blocking each other instead of Sipushan or sitting, you just checking, and then once and then it's when you're starting now to
You
come
want
and
to be in with the crowd. So in terms of you saying within any way, we're not realizing local talent, and you need to have done, for instance, you just said now, you were told you need to put in more work
Yes.
for the brand Yaga Bravo Deep, for you to get noticed, and then you can get booked.
Yes.
Now, if you're going to be saying with you, we need to be getting new talent in, right? How do you search for new talent?
If you can go to my inbox, there's a lot of that speaking with me that Bravo Tip, like I like what you do. I'm interested on playing. I like, like people who always also like going to our events. They want to get into this. They want to play. They want to start playing, and also there are guys that are doing their events and stuff. Also, they always request that, how can I play at Kifu? How can I play at Pakin and stuff? So we need to give those platforms that, okay, if you want to play at Kifu Park, I must hide that information. You see, I know Monde. I must speak with Monde. Monde, I've got this guy. Can you please give him a platform so that at Kifu, guys, if ever we're not gonna, like, we don't have to see we event, like there is there is social Fridays. I always like getting the guys that are not always playing so that they get that platform to play at Kifu and everyone is there. And then it's when I know it's when it starts like to get an opportunity to play maybe with bigger crowd, not to play in tavern, because I used to play at tavern, and then once I got the opportunity to play a parking and to play at Kifu, and then it's when my thing
opened up.
So
now let's talk Bravo Deep clothing. How is the clothing industry, in your opinion? I'm sure you've noticed that the market is becoming a tad bit saturated with everybody putting a branding on clothing for the marketing of the particular DJing concept and branding. And I can actually say Uti Bravo Deep is no longer just that kind of branding. You've gone a full clothing range. Bravo Deep. So now with that in mind, how's the market doing in that aspect in terms of you getting to push numbers, in terms of getting your clothing out there?
First I would speak how did this Bravo Tip started with the clothing, because I was Bravo Tip, just Bravo Tip. I started when you invited in a place where you want to play. Like normally I used to be like happy to see Amachita when they play. I think it was once I saw Cheswell. He was playing and then he was wearing Adidas. We show and then I was like, yo, this is nice because this guy is been branded and stuff. And then I went to Adidas to request, because they are in next door where I work. So I requested if I want to get sponsored for a branding, how do I do? And then they told me that no, you need to push, you need to have 1,000 likes on Insta, you need to this, we need pictures and stuff. Then I was like, okay, this is not gonna happen now, because I was still young. Even on the industry I was still young. And then I said, let me come up with this Bravo Tip thing, because it's my brand, of which it's my stage name. Let me start and put it in a t-shirt, and then when I go play, I'll wear my brand. So it's when it started. Back then it was not to sell, it was just for me when I go for gigs. And then I took one picture on the first day that I bought the t-shirt, and then I put it in Facebook, and then there were a lot of people who were requesting that, Bravo, where do I get this? And it was still golf t-shirts that time. It was only, I was literally like doing golf t-shirts. And then, then it's when I started to listen to people, because they were requesting that, Bravo, how about if you do this brand, if you can put this brand good dress, Bravo, why am I late? Why Tina and stuff? So like I'm that person who listen to Abantu, and then it's when it started, and then I first like pushed the brand to friends of mine,
Yeah.
and then I saw also my family were interested of wearing my brand, and then now it started like it's just, I would say it's a word of mouth.
Yeah.
And also I use the platform Facebook, and that's also helping because yet I don't have any shop, just doing deliveries, getting order via WhatsApp or Facebook, and then maybe that person buys something and then you wear it, and then maybe the friend get interested on the brand, and then that's how, like, it's a word of mouth thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So now, as I see now, it's out there. It's when like I realized that, okay, now I need to do a proper thing. This must be a business, because it's getting like you just said now. It's like getting the white, like in clothing. There's everything now: golf t-shirts, caps, and stuff.
Yeah.
So now I started also to get people who also like in business that are advising me on how I must do and stuff. Yet it's not a business that is already. It's just something that because from the start I didn't want it to make it as a business and stuff. But now, and there's also people that want to help me and to make it like a proper business. So
it was actually just for stage performances. And then it ended up becoming
now it's
business.
becoming a business.
With the business side of it and the DJing side of it, is there any, how do I put this, disturbances in the two fields, or do they work in conjunction together?
On being a DJ, they're working together.
They're working together.
Yes, because Bravo Tip is there because of, like, Bravo Tip brand or clothing is there because of Bravo Tip of a DJing, and also that also now working for me. Like if I got invited in terms of followers or fan base, like if I buy Bravo Tip and then I see Bravo Tip is invited somewhere, I want to be there wearing my Bravo Tip. So it's actually working for a number that is attracting for a venue. Also it's working that if I'm invited on that place, then there's gonna people who's gonna wear Bravo Tip, and then it's quite nice. We like good pictures and stuff that Bravo Tip and it's quite good, because now it's no longer only me who wear it behind the text, and also people that are there that is doing it.
Right. Now, what is next for Bravo Tip? Like, where do you see yourself playing this year? What do you see yourself doing for the rest of the year? Like, what are the plans for Bravo Tip for the year?
The plans for the year is to, like I said, that you need to open doors for yourself. Like you have to push first. That's what I mentioned even before, that you have to make sure that your brand is stable, and also like now I started movement. You see, maybe that we're still gonna go to it, and then once it gets there, it's when now I want to be out there. Like I see myself, like, because there's a lot of events that I wish to play to, like Aroma Warehouse Sunday, Deep Town Josie, maybe I will mention like Coma Truth, or last year it was 2 play at reset, then I already played at the reset and stuff, because those are other places that where there's a deep house and that is recognized, and then people, they appreciate when
the music,
the music that you play. So those are the places that events I want to play on, and also the bigger events like if birthday is our Ace, or First Sunday at Rains, of which those are events that I'm picturing myself like playing on, like even on a festival, any festival or picnics and stuff, because I don't want to lie, I never get opportunity to play or picnic or what. So
Yeah.
I'm looking like to play for a big crowd, is like those big crowds. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
not just for like it seems like I've been stuck on one place. You see, if I don't play at Kifu, I play at Imbizo or Pagini and stuff. So I want to go out there, and, like as I mentioned, in my warehouse, Deep Town, Josie, to experience other also provinces.
Yeah.
So yeah.
In retrospect, is there somebody negotiating these things on your behalf, on a manager, or do you go out and you do the negotiations yourselves? And
I do everything with myself.
for yourself?
Yeah, for myself, and then it's difficult to when you do for yourself, because for being a DJ and then you ask for these kind of things, it's not easy for other DJ to listen to you. But if you know there is a manager that is like based on that and know like how to approach, and like, so for me it does work, because I know now like how to approach the other DJs in terms of like to get to book me or
Yeah.
but I'm pushing myself with everything.
Yeah. Bravo Deep Lounge.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, a Bravo Deep Lounge. I started in 2017. Yeah, at Kifu, like outside Kifu, of which the main thing it was to do outdoor, not into like eventually it's not about to sell alcohol and stuff, but it's to come with something different, like where you have fun without selling. To other people can come with their thing, but the main thing is to push also a brand.
Yeah.
Also to have pop-up shops and stuff. That's the main thing. To have also to put together all the DJs and stuff, because if you notice on Bravo Deep, like I'm trying by all means to get like all the guys that are in the industry, like in different, because like I don't know how to put it, like I want to unite everyone that is in Cape Town, every movement that is in Cape Town. That's a main thing about Bravo Deep, like all the movements that are in Cape Town, not based on maybe on one movement, and it's to unite everyone, and also the brand to give opportunity for other brands to go there and show their case.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if frequency a Bravo Deep Lounge, like how many times do you host it a year? Are we looking at another one soon?
Okay, for Bravo Deep, I started it, and then it didn't work in 2017 because there were a lot of issues that make it not to happen. And then now it started on the 8th Feb. The next date, it should be on 11th of April.
Okay.
That is gonna be on the same venue, and the third one will be on the 30th of May. So those are dates that now I can
confirm. Dates.
I can confirm. Yeah.
So now with the one coming up on the 11th of April, already we can expect a stall to Bravo Deep.
Yes.
Lineup already, has it been set? Or we're still working on it?
Yet we're still working on it.
Do you charge a fee for the event, or?
Yes, there is a charge. There is a charge fee for the event. Of which we said like it's quite something small, 50 rand. Just it's like to get the support from our Ndo-C.
Yeah. Okay. Hosted at Gifu's as well?
Yes.
Okay. So 11th of April, Bravo Deep Lounge, Gifu's. Time?
It's normally start at 2
in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Until
the next morning.
Until the next morning. All right. Watch out for that. Where can they find the details in terms of your lineup now? And
in terms of your lineup, there is a page that is Kifu and also like if you follow me in Pravotip page or Vui Pravotip Ginane,
Yeah.
and also on Instagram, Pravotip, search for Pravotip. I'm also there. Also, because I'm in partnership with Sia,
Yeah.
and then because the concept in Pravotip Lounge, it's a label night.
Oh, okay.
So in partnership with Sia, you can also get info from Sia, and we didn't want to create a page for it for a label night yet. It's an event that we always like we're going to create for that date.
Yeah.
So we're still working things out. Maybe someday we're gonna have a page where people are gonna go there. But for now, you can search for CRC Deep or Bravo Deep.
So
Page.
the label nights, it's the one where you're promoting music from. You're also Koi and Road Decibel.
Yes.
So now, out of curiosity as to artists that are performing there, are they majority Cape Town based?
Majority they kept on base. Also, like we're trying to invite, because like I said that we're trying to unite all the movements, also from Joburg, Durban, like country-wise.
Yeah.
So that's what we want. But the majority will be Cape Town.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to tell us?
From my side, I think. Also, if you want to get more about Bravo Deep, there is a magazine. I think I did show you earlier.
Yeah.
That is Fresh Living. You get it from Pick and Pay. It's where you're gonna get my article, but it's gonna be out in stores on the 2nd of March.
Okay.
So you're gonna get also an article about Bravo Deep. You get more info about me, who's Bravo Deep, and where do I start, or what I'm doing on this moment.
All right.
Yeah.
I hope you got that. 2nd
of March is
2nd of March, Fresh Living, Pick and Pay magazine, Bravo Deep's life story. So it might be an addition to what you've heard today, or it might be something new that you're learning from.
Yeah.
Bravo. Please do support Bravo Deep. You can holler at him. I'll put the links to the page at the bottom in the description.
Okay.
And then you can pick up, and then we'll see you on the 2nd of April. Sorry, 11th of April.
Yes.
Yeah, for Bravo Deep Lounge and label nights, where they'll be showcasing some of the music and the producers' talent from around Cape Town. My name is DJ Ndo-C, and this has been Analog. Anyways, this is DJ Ndo-C. I'll see you guys the next time. Thank you. #power.
Okay, cool. Thanks, man.
Music. It's nothing that makes the music.